See this problem. Jain and Gupta were partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Their balance sheet is given, and after balance sheet they told that they agreed to admit Mishra for 1/4 share from 1st April 2018 subject to the following terms. It means Mishra, the new partner, is getting 1/4 share and the old ratio is 3:2. First adjustment, Mishra is to bring in capital equal to 1/4 of the total capital of Jain and Gupta after all adjustments including premium for goodwill. So capital amount is not given in this problem and we have to calculate capital of the new partner. In second adjustment, they told us that building is undervalued by 25% and stock is overvalued by 10%. Here percentage of undervaluation and overvaluation is given, so we have to calculate correct values of building and stock and write in the new balance sheet. In third adjustment, provision for bad debts on debtors to be raised to rupees 1000. Fourth, that is D, adjustment D, a provision to be made for rupees 14,800 for outstanding legal charges. And in last adjustment, Mishra's share of goodwill premium was calculated rupees 10,000, which is brought by him in cash. They told us to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet of the new firm, that is balance sheet of reconstituted firm after Mishra's admission. So let us start. I have prepared revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet of reconstituted firm and transferred the items from the old balance sheet. Let us discuss these items. First, liability side. I have transferred creditors and bills payable in liability side. They don't have any adjustment. Then bank overdraft. In this problem also I am not preparing bank account. So calculation of bank balance, opening balance, that is bank overdraft, which is negative. Now reserves and capital. Capitals are transferred here and reserve total rupees 15,000 is distributed between Jain and Gupta in their old profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2. Now asset side, cash amount I have written as it is 14,800 because I am preparing bank balance afterwards. Debtors in inner column, stock inner column, plant amount will be in outer column as there is no adjustment. Building inner column and motor vehicle again in outer column. Okay, now we will start solving the adjustments. First adjustment, building is undervalued by 25%. They told us that building is undervalued by rupees 25%. So in working note we will calculate the correct value of building. Therefore undervaluation of building, that is building is undervalued, undervaluation of building is 25%, undervaluation of building is 25%. Therefore actual value of building is equal to old value, that is value from balance sheet, which is 75,000 into 100 upon 100 minus 25. In case of undervaluation we have to deduct 25 from 100. So is equal to 75,000 into 100 upon 75, and therefore the correct value will be rupees 1 lakh. So value in the old balance sheet is rupees 75,000 and the actual value is rupees 1 lakh. So we have to make the value of building 1 lakh. Value of building 1 lakh will be in outer column. it means there is appreciation of rupees 25,000 which is profitable to the firm. So credit side of revaluation account. $25,000. Okay. Now they told us that stock is overvalued by 10%. So overvaluation of stock is 10%. Overvaluation of stock is 10%. Therefore actual value of stock is equal to old value, which is 44,000 given in the old balance sheet, into 100. It is overvaluation, so 100 upon 100 plus 10, so is equal to 44,000 into 100 upon 110. So the answer will be rupees 40,000. This is the actual value of stock. The value given in the balance sheet is 44,000 and actual value is 40,000. So there is reduction in the value of stock. So less reduction. Correct value is, that is actual value is 40,000. It means reduction of 4,000. And reduction in asset is loss. So to stock 4,000. Okay. Now next adjustment. Provision for bad debts on debtors to be raised to rupees 1,000. See the provision in the old balance sheet. In the old balance sheet the provision for bad debts is rupees 300, and now they told us to make the provision to rupees 1,000, means we have to make the provision rupees 1,000. So we will reduce rupees 1,000 from debtors, less provision for bad debts 1,000. So the amount will be 19,500. And as old provision was rupees 300 and we have made the provision 1,000, there is increase of rupees 700 in provision, which is loss. So 700 to provision for bad debts. Okay, it is 700. So now next adjustment. A provision to be made for 14,800 for outstanding legal charges. They told us to make the provision for outstanding legal charges. So our liability will increase. Outstanding legal charges. You can write provision for outstanding legal charges or outstanding legal charges only, 14,800. Increase in the liability is loss. So to provision for outstanding legal charges, the amount is 14,800. Okay. Now the next adjustment. Mishra's share of goodwill premium was calculated at rupees 10,000, which is brought by him in cash. So we will add in bank balance, add goodwill brought by the new partner, that is rupees 10,000, which is positive amount. And then the next entry will be in credit side of capital account, by goodwill premium. Total amount is 10,000, which will be distributed between the old partners in the ratio of 3:2, which will be the sacrifice ratio, because as new ratio is not given in the problem, old ratio is assumed to be sacrifice ratio, which is 3:2. So the distribution will be 6,000 and 4,000. Okay. Now we will tally revaluation account. Credit total is 25,000, which is more. So 25,000. Debit total of rupees 19,500 we will deduct from 25,000. So difference will be 5,500, which will be transferred to partners capital account and distributed between Jain and Gupta. These are the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Old profit sharing ratio is 3:2. So the distribution will be 3,300 and 2,200. Now we will make second posting. By revaluation account 3,300 and 2,200 respectively, dash in new partners column. As Mishra's capital is not given in the problem, we will calculate Mishra's capital before tallying capital accounts. Mishra's share is 1/4, so remaining share will be 3/4, that is 1 minus 1/4. Jain's capital after adjustment is equal to 88,300, that is total of these amounts, as here there is no amount. Total of these amounts 88,300. Then Gupta's total adjusted capital is 72,200 and their total capital in the firm is 1,60,500. This capital is total of Jain and Gupta is for 3/4 share. So for 3/4 share their capital is 1,60,500. Therefore total capital after Mishra's admission will be 1,60,500 into reciprocal of this share, that is 4/3. So 3 ones are 3 and 53,500 into 4 will be 2,14,000. So total capital after Mishra's admissions should be 2,14,000. Okay. Now we will calculate Mishra's capital. Therefore Mishra's capital is equal to total capital into Mishra's share, that is 1/4, which will be 53,500. Now we will make the entry of 53,500 in the problem. First we will add in bank balance. So capital brought in rupees 53,500. We'll make the total 53,500 plus 10,000 is 63,500 and we have to deduct 17,000 from that amount. 63,500 minus 17,000 will be 46,500. This is our bank balance. So we will write this bank balance here. Bank 46,500. Second posting in partners capital account by bank account. In Mishra's column 53,500. Now we will tally partners capital account. First partner Jain. Jain's credit side total is 88,300. No amount in debit side, so the balance will be 88,300. Gupta's total credit total is 72,200. 72,200. No amount here, so balance will be 72,200. And Mishra 53,500. 53,500. Balance will be 53,500. So 2 balance carried down. These are the capital balances. We will transfer the capitals in liability side. So capitals, first one is Jain, second one is Gupta and Mishra. Jain's balance is 88,300, Gupta 72,200 and Mishra 53,500. So all our amounts are correct, and now we have to tally the balance sheet. Total of liabilities side will be 2,80,800 and asset side 2,80,800. Okay, that's all.